More cases of Zika reported in South Florida, and the Zika infection zone is apparently growing. Correspondent Phil Keating is in Miami with a Zika update. Good evening, Phil.
Good evening, Brett. 7 new travel-related Zika cases announced today, and the number of locally transmitted cases spread by Florida mosquitoes now at 37. The CDC is advising all pregnant women to avoid the entirety of Miami-Dade County during their pregnancy, and the state is investigating whether there is now a possible third active transmission zone. That is in the very popular Brickell neighborhood south of downtown Miami, which is densely packed with condo towers, restaurants, and the city's financial district. Of the confirmed locally transmitted cases, 9 involve people who are not bitten by mosquitoes in the 2 identified zone, but elsewhere, leading to the suspicion that there's possibly a small cluster of cases here. On Friday, the state announced Miami Beach is now an active transmission zone, including most of world-famous South Beach, hotels, restaurants, and nightclubs. 15 million tourists spent about $24 billion there last year. In the artsy Wynwood district north of downtown, the first identified Zika zone, the state has been able to clear the threat from 3 small pockets within that square mile, and there have not been any new infections there in weeks. Today, also the first day of school in Florida. 9 schools sit within these 2 Zika zones, and unusually in Miami in hot August, school kids were wearing long sleeves, long pants, and jackets, as well as plenty of mosquito spray. Republican Governor Rick Scott visited one of those schools this afternoon. He repeated his call on Congress to help.
This is an international issue. It's not just a Florida issue. We're at the tip of the spear because of our location, because of the number of people that travel to our state.
Democrat Debbie Wasserman Schultz also repeated the bipartisan Florida demands that Congress pass President Obama's full $1.9 billion emergency Zika funding request.
We predicted this for months, public health experts predicted it for months, and the Republicans have stalled and still haven't been able to appropriate the right amount of funding that public health experts say we need, and they're playing politics with it, and it's not acceptable.
Democrats and Republicans simply cannot agree on a final price tag for that Zika bill, so Congress hasn't sent anything to the president to sign, but much of the Zika battle really depends on all of the people, not only removing standing puddles of water around your house where the mosquitoes breed, wear protective clothing, and not only applying the repellent on your skin, but on your clothes as well, Brett.
Phil Keating live in Miami. Phil, thanks.